Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So as you've seen in last video, right, when we tried to add a new element in our queue, our assumption was key it will add it at the 0th location, but that did not happen. We got an exception, that is array index out of bound exception. Why this happened? Let me show you that. Let me explain and solve the problem as well. So whenever we are incrementing our rear pointer and front pointer, right, we are just incrementing it just like that without even checking if there was already one space empty because of the dequeue operation, right? Your queue has a fixed size, right? When you're trying to add a new element, whenever you are adding a new element, you're supposed to check if the index where you're adding, right, if that index is going beyond the queue size. Then what you do, you take the mod of that rear or front pointer with the array length. Whenever you are adding or removing a new item, right, that is when you're not going beyond the queue size. You're just shifting again back to the 0th index. How I hope you are able to understand. Even if you are not able to understand, let me show you that in action so that it will give you a better visual picture of it. So whenever I'm making the change to enqueue operation. So whenever we are adding a new element, right, what we are supposed to do, we are supposed to update the rear pointer in such a way that whenever it goes beyond the queue size, we are supposed to reset it to like again 0 1 2. Front is equal to front plus 1, because we have removed that increment counter from here. Front plus 1 mod items dot length, right? The same thing you're supposed to do for dequeue operation as well. When you are changing your front pointer, right, you are making sure it is not going beyond the array length. And in both of the methods, we already checked whether it is full or empty or not, right? So we don't need to check that again. We only need to make sure that our front pointer and rear pointer points to the correct location. This is supposed to be rear. Yeah. We are supposed to check if your rear pointer and front pointer is pointing to the correct location in the array index. Let's update our front also in the correct way. Front is supposed to front is equal to front plus 1 mod items dot length. So that whenever you are dequeuing your element, right, that means you are removing your elements. They are getting removed from the front pointer, and we are adding a new element. You're updating your indexes, your pointers, front pointer and rear pointer, in such a way that whenever they reach the end of the array, again we are shifting them back to the beginning of the array if there is a space, because we already checked for if they are full or empty. So yeah, now if you try to add 40, right, we'll do both of the things. Let's see if we are able to add 40 and what is the new array we are getting. Array, I mean obviously the queue. So yeah, we were able to add 40 and 40 got added at the correct location. Now again, if you try to add, right, now your queue is full. Now you're supposed to get an exception that queue is full. Queue dot enqueue 50. Now there is no space in your queue. You're supposed to get queue is full. Yeah, queue is full. Perfect. Now again, if you do dequeue operation, we have seen the exception when your queue is full, right? Now if you try to add one more element, or let's say dequeue, which element will get removed? Let's start removing an element. So currently your front points to 20, right? So when you're trying to remove an element, this 20 should be removed. Let's see that. Sout queue.dequeue and print our whole queue again. Now as part of this DQ, 20 should be removed, and now your queue has, now your front points to 30 and rear points to 40, right? Now we can add one more element, q.nq. Let's add 50 something and print again. Now we are supposed to get 30, 40, 50. Yeah, 30, 40, 50. Basically your front points to this 30 and rear points to 50. So you see how we are able to do the operations in circular way, right? So whenever your front or rear, they reach the end of the queue, right? That's when we are doing these mod operations. We are again shifting them back to the beginning of the array, beginning of the queue. Internally I'm using array, so again I'm speaking in the terms of array. So yeah, that's why we did this mod operation, and the existing queue got converted into a circular queue. See, yeah, that's all I wanted to say in terms of circular queue. In next video I'm going to implement the queue using stacks as well. That's a very interesting implementation. See you in the next one. May the source be with you.